Today, I'll be taking on the hard task of ranking every single good sounding weapon in Fortnite history, from worst to best. Now, how am I ranking these weapons? I'm ranking these weapons on how they sound good and also how they perform in public battle royale matches. I will not be including reload, creative. I might film these clips in creative, but I would actually be using these off of what they did in public battle royale. Not if they were changing creative, not if anything else. Also, just note if the exotic weapon sounds different by slightest, like it sounds different by the slightest of the other weapon, I will be showing a clip of that weapon too. Let's get into the video. Exotic weapons will be ranked separately if you didn't know that already. Let's do this. And at the number 20 spot today, we have Cupid's crossbow. Now, this might come as a little surprise that this is even on this list, but listening to the sound this thing makes, it's so crispy, it's so clean. And at the number 19 spot today, we have the submachine gun. And not the submachine gun from Chapter 2, Chapter 3, stuff like that. The one from Chapter 1, Season 1, through Chapter 1, Season 2, I think. So this thing is pretty bad, I would say. I mean, we're talking about horrible accuracy, horrible bloom. You had to get so lucky to hit your shots. But the reason this place is higher than Cupid's crossbow is because who's actually picking up Cupid's crossbow? If you find this thing on the ground and you don't have a spam weapon, you might as well just use it, but Cupid's crossbow does no point in carrying it at all. And at the number 18 spot here today, this might come as a little bit of a surprise, and I know I'm going to hate it in the comments, but it's going to be the Havoc Suppressed AR. This will include its mythic versions as the Havoc as Suppressed AR, just a normal one. Heart's Havoc AR, which is by far probably the worst one, and High Card's Havoc Suppressed AR. All of these ARs are not really that good. I never came around to liking this AR. I mean, my friends have always said this is a really good AR. You just don't have good aim. I do have good aim. I just don't think the Havoc Suppressed AR finds a place in Fortnite. And not a lot of suppressed weapons even find a place in Fortnite. I mean, like, when have you ever used a suppressed weapon for the ability? You never have. You just use the suppressed weapon because you like the sound, or you just like, in general, the gun. But listen to this thing. This thing sounds absolutely amazing still. It's just I can't rank it any higher. At the number 17 spot today, we have the suppressed pistol. Now, not saying this pistol is bad. This used to be a very good weapon, doing a lot of damage, body shot and headshot. I do think it was better when it actually wasn't auto. I think it was better semi-auto because it did more damage back then. Now, the suppressed pistol is not semi-auto. The only good thing about the suppressed pistol now is that it's automatic and it has a mythic rarity. But that mythic rarity is only in the game for one season. Now it's Chapter 6, Season 2, and it hasn't been back since. Will we see it again? I don't think we will for a while. I'm surprised it even got brought back in Chapter 6. I don't think we're going to see it back for a while. But either way, this thing's pretty bad in Chapter 6. But it does sound pretty good, which is why it's on this list today, so listen to this. At the number 16 spot on today's video, we have the Shadow Tracker. I'm not showing you a clip of it. It's basically the same exact thing, but it has more ammo in the clip, so just imagine that, but it shoots for a little bit longer, and it marks people. So the recon ability is good. The only thing that I think the suppressed pistol holds back from being better is that the Shadow Tracker has the recon ability. So that's why it's one spot ahead. It's basically the same exact thing, does less damage, but has a recon ability. So let's get on to the number 15 spot. At the number 15 spot in today's video, we have the Prime Shotgun. Now, you're probably confused why this is even on this list. It's the part that it does very good damage. It does pretty mid damage, actually, but it's not even the shooting sound that gets me. It's mainly the reload. The reload is so nice, crisp, perfect. This is my favorite, one of my favorite shotguns in the whole game. Listen to this. At the number 14 spot on this list, we have the dual micro SMGs. Now, these SMGs are pretty mid. They hold their spot in zero build. They were very good compared with the hover jets. I'm sorry if I'm stuttering so much. This is my first ranking video. But yeah, they do compare good. Gwenpool's dual micros will also be ranked here, and they were a little bit better than the normal ones. But I think these mainly were good because how crisp they sound. I can't even describe the sound these make. These are just so good in my opinion. They do decent damage, they do decent sound. I think these deserve to be on the number 14 spot on this list. Just take a listen to this. And at the number 14 spot, you guys are probably going to get mad at me for this one. It's a tactical shotgun. Now, I don't think this shotgun is as good as we really think it is. Now, the purple through legendary shotgun is actually good. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about base gray through blue. Because this is the version that actually sounds very good. It sounds smooth. It sounds good. I feel like you wouldn't like, I don't even know what I was gonna say, but it's just a good gun. Not a good gun. Oh my god. I'm sorry guys, my first ranking video. It's a good gun to listen to. Like, if I had to listen to one gun for the rest of my life, this would definitely be in my top 5. It sounds amazing. But just listen to this thing. At the number 12 spot on today's list, we have the bolt action sniper. You guys, the bolt action is a very good sniper. That just shows how stacked this list is going to be later on in the video. From the top 10, that list will probably be crazy. But the bolt action sniper only gets down because it doesn't sound as good as its exotic form, the Dragon's Breath sniper, which will be on this list later. Let's just listen to the sound. And at the number 11 spot on this video, we have the one and only Dragon's Breath sniper. Now, this sniper sounds absolutely amazing. Also, it has the feature of a normal bolt action sniper, but it also shoots fire. I do not actually need to show you the sound. It sounds the exact same, it just shoots fire. If I can find a clip for this though, I actually will. But, yeah. If I can find a clip, here's the clip right here. If I can't, I won't show a clip. At the number 10 spot, and we're officially in the top 10, but at the number 10 spot, we have the charged shotgun. This will include Kitsch's charged shotgun, the mythic. And let me just say, this is a very gimmicky weapon, but if executed correctly, this thing can be a behemoth of a shotgun. This thing can do 200 to the head, so if you fully charge this, you don't have to fully charge it up, you can half charge it up, and you can do 200 someone in the head. So this thing is a behemoth of a shotgun and it deserves to be in the top 10. Also just sounds amazing in general. I love the charging up. It's mainly when you charge it up that gets me. So listen to this. And at the number 9 spot, this is starting to get a little hard. We have the drum gun, which will include all of its mythic rarities of Jules' drum gun, Midas's drum gun, Shadow Knight's drum gun, Midas's Gilding Eye drum gun, and Midas's modular drum gun. All in the same category. This weapon sounds absolutely amazing. I don't even have to say anything about it. You know what this gun sounds like. Listen to this gun right now. The number 8 spot on today's video, we have the Tactical Assault Rifle. Now, this will include every version of the Tactical Assault Rifle besides the version from Chapter 2 Remix, because that did not sound like the Tactical Assault Rifle. That sounded like a completely different gun that I don't even know. But this gun sounds absolutely amazing. I don't even want to talk about this. We gotta speed up this video. I'm starting to get a little tired. My voice is getting tired, if you can't tell by my voice. So, just listen to this gun. It sounds absolutely amazing. The number 7 spot on today's video, we have the heavy impact sniper rifle and the heavy impact tracking rifle. Since these snipers are so similar, and I kind of messed up the list, I have to rank them together. So, the basic thing that these do, they sound absolutely amazing. The heavy impact tracking rifle does bonkers of damage. So does the normal one. They do the same damage, okay? I'm just gonna say they do the same damage in the legendary form. At least it will do the same damage as the exotic. The exotic is bonkers. It does like 120 something damage, if I'm pretty sure. I forgot. Maybe 150, I don't even know. It's basically an OG heavy sniper, but way more damage to the head, way more damage to cars, way more damage to builds, and you get the benefit with the exotic of being able to recon players. This is basically a recon scenario, but 10 times better, because it doesn't have bullet drop. You get to aim it wherever you want. I think it doesn't have bullet drop, actually. I don't remember. It's been a while since I used that sniper. But just listen to the sniper. At the number 6 spot, and this hurts me so much to put this weapon this low on the list, is the Scar. This should be higher. This just proves how stacked this list is. This gun sounds absolutely amazing. This will also include Sky Scar, which is, you could obviously say this is the best mythic of all time if you wanted to, and you can't even like have an argument. Like, it is a very good mythic. It is a very good weapon. The Scar is an amazing weapon. The thing that holds me back from putting it any higher is really just the weapons on this list. The weapons. I think that the number 5 spot is better than the Scar, and you will see why I think this is true. But let's just get on to what the Scar sounds like. You can't lie, this is one of the best sounding guns of all time. we've officially made it to the top 5. And at the number 5 spot, we have the Thunder Shotgun. Now, this shotgun is absolutely amazing. Which I think this is the best shotgun from Chapter 4. I think this beats out the Havoc. I love the Thunder Shotgun. The reticle is perfect. The damage perfect. You don't need that, 200. Because you can just swap to your tactical pistol or twin mag. You don't need any other stuff. That's how good this season was for the shotgun. This shotgun had the perfect season to absolutely dominate. This thing dominated Chapter 4 Season 1 the whole season. Nothing could compete. There was no shotguns added besides the heavy shotgun, and select shotguns are horrible. So, you can see why this shotgun dominated Chapter 4 Season 1. And you can obviously see why I put this thing on my list when you listen to the sound this thing makes. At the number 4 spot on this video, we have the OG pump shotgun. This is a classic gun. It's been here since day 1. Actually, day 0 technically, because this season has actually, Season 0 was actually a day before the season release, and that was in the game. So technically Season 0. But that aside, this is a classic shotgun. It's, let alone the OG version of the pump, is probably the best shotgun ever. Maybe even better than pre-nerf enhanced Havoc shotgun. Maybe. But the thing I can say is that this definitely deserves the number 4 spot. It deserves to be this high on the list. I just couldn't put it inside the top 3 because the weapons that are in the top 3 are absolute behemoths of weapons. Listen to how this thing sounds. We have made it to the top 3 of this video, which means we have the behemoth of weapons. And at the number 3 spot, we have the Mammoth Pistol. Now, obviously, the Mammoth Pistol is an insane pistol. Probably the top 2 pistol of all time, I'd say. Now, the number 1 pistol will be on this list, and it will be higher. So, look out for that. But I think this is just, sounds so good. It does so much. This will be including Baron's double down pistol. Technically still is a Mammoth, even though it doesn't have Mammoth in the name. But that all aside, we will not be including the explosive Mammoth because I don't like it. We can't fit it on this list. We messed up the list a little bit, and I don't even like the explosive Mammoth. It looks completely different from the normal Mammoth. We will not be including it. If that version of the Mammoth was on this list, the pump shotgun and the Scar would be ahead of the Mammoth. Because I just can't fit that. But listen to the way this gun sounds. It sounds absolutely amazing. And at the number 2 spot on today's video, we have the twin mag SMG, and this will be including the highest blink back SMG because I messed up the list for the 30,000th time I'm gonna say this. I messed up the list, so we have to include some of the exotics with the mythic and normal weapon. But this actually doesn't have a mythic rarity. It just has a common through exotic rarity. So this weapon is, I don't even know what to say about it. This is probably the best SMG of all time, I'd say. There's no way there's something better than this SMG. This SMG is super accurate. You can use this thing as an AR. I mean, no one would use this as an AR when the Red Eye Assault Rifle was in the game. But this thing, just listen to this thing, the way this thing sounds. I can't even speak right now. This thing's just too good. And at the number 1 spot on this list, there's no debate. I couldn't put this anywhere on the list. It's the record revolver. This thing has been nerfed, I think, 3 times this season, and it is still the main shotgun in the whole meta. Technically, it is a pistol, though, which is why I said the Mammoth is the number 2 pistol. This is the number 1 pistol that I said was going to be later on this list. This thing is absolutely insane. It's a Mammoth combined with a shotgun, basically. You can use it in far range, close range. It doesn't matter. This thing is good in builds, 0 builds. You can double pump this with any shotgun, besides the Wrecker itself. They actually removed Wrecker double pump. But you can do this with Sentinel pump, and it's absolutely crazy. This definitely beats out every single weapon I've named on this list. This is the number 1 best sounding gun ever in Fortnite. Listen to how this thing sounds. Let me know if you enjoyed that ranking video. That was my first ever ranking video. So if you want to see more ranking videos from me, just type it in the comments. And hey, if this video gets like 500 views or something, maybe I'll make a part 2 with consumables and healing items and stuff like that. And mobility. And more guns. So if this video gets 500 views, I will make a part 2 to this video, including more stuff. Bye guys.